Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I want to talk to you today about life choices and how your life choices have brought you to this very spot right now. As you're watching me sitting here, um, you are exactly where you are meant to be. All right, and I want to do something with you that's a bit of a mind fuck. I want you to start thinking backwards and having a look at every situation that has brought you directly to where you are now, because your past choices have brought you right here. Whether you are sitting in a lovely mansion somewhere watching my channel, hope you are, whether you are sitting in a bedsit in England watching my channel, whether you are sitting on a boat, whether you're sitting in a train traveling somewhere, whatever you are doing right now, wherever you are right now, might be getting ready for bed. Um, you're here because of your past choices and your the past influences. Okay. Now you can do a bit of a mindfuck and start tracing yourself back, and you'll go back and back and back, and you can actually, and this is a really scary thing, um, you can trace yourself right back to before you even knew who you were. Does that make sense? You can trace yourself back before you were born. Kind of makes sense to me. All right, because you can trace yourself back to decisions your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, and so made, how they made to create you. And then you were born, and now the decisions you are making affect your life. So it can get very, it's kind of a rabbit hole, isn't it? You can keep going down and down and down, however far down you want to go. In fact, it's interesting because yesterday my aunt sent me a document, like 41 pages, where her cousin, oh, gets complicated, her cousin wrote the history of her side of the family, and it's very interesting. It's from like my great grandmother through to today. And I just thought, you know what? When I look at that document, the choices those people made brought me right here where I am now speaking to you. So yes, I do believe that our choices bring us to where we are right now. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with me? Or do you feel that our life is planned, it's all predestined, we are just a cog in the great wheel, we are just plodding along, this is where we are going to be because it's all been written out before, okay, before we were born. That's the plan, you know. God planned it all, and that's what we have to travel. God has given us this dharma, which is a life to live, okay, easily explained. We have to trot through this dharma exactly as it's been plotted to get to where we are going. I agree to a certain extent with that. I believe that we've been given a map. When you're born, okay, your soul is given a map. But if I give you a map and I say I want you to travel from New York to Chicago, I'm using that as an example, uh, do you take the same route as everybody else that's been given that map? Think of all the people traveling from New York to Chicago. Has every single person traveled the same route? No, you would often, yes, some of you would, but most of you wouldn't. You'd all be different. There'd all be different routes that you could take. Okay. Also, if you travel from New York to Chicago, and I know it's quite a way, and there are different roads that you can take if you're driving, or you could go by plane, or you could go by train. Okay. So you've got the map, which I believe is our mapped out life plan, but it doesn't mean that you have to follow, you're not being told what route to take. That makes sense in my mind. I've been given this map. It's my life. It has been mapped out for me, but it isn't telling me exactly what to do, where to go, and how to do it. All right. That is my choice. I, by choosing certain paths, will influence the outcome. Okay. So things are not set in stone. You're not predestined to just follow blindly like a sheep, all right? Some plan that's been put together by somebody else. I believe that you are making your own destiny by choice. The choices you make will lead you to where you are right now. And you can test this. You can have a look back and you can see that yesterday I ate egg for breakfast. I'm going to give you an example. Let's take a small example. Yesterday I ate eggs for breakfast, and so I don't eat eggs, by the way, I'm vegetarian, but I spilled some egg yolk on my shirt. So what I did was I went into the bathroom and I mopped the shirt, and the shirt got all runny, so I had to go into the bedroom and I had to change my shirt. Now I'm running late for work, okay, about 10 minutes. Jump in the car, hit the expressway, and I'm stuck. Okay, and I'm sitting in this thing, and over the radio comes this announcer, and they say there's been a huge pileup on the N4 or M4, whatever roads you have, Route 66 or whatever, and it happened at exactly this time, and this car came and it crashed into the barrier and it bounced off. And you think to yourself, oh my God, that's the exact time every morning that I am in that spot. I am standing at that robot, traffic light for my American friends. I'm standing there, that car would have hit me if I hadn't spilled the egg on my shirt. If I hadn't had to change my shirt because the other shirt got stained because I spilled the egg on it, I would have been there and I would have been in that accident. Now, the only thing is that I'm going to be late for work. So when I get to work, I'm 10 minutes late. And what's happened? There's been a COVID outbreak. Somebody in the office had COVID, and there was this mass evacuation, and people were basically stuck, and the doors were stuck. So now I'm 10 minutes late. I can't get in. I'm not quarantined with the rest of the people. Do you see how that works? If there wasn't the accident, I would have got to work on time. I would have been in the building. I would be quarantined. So try this with a day, just a day in your life. Be aware of the choices and the weird things that happen to you that lead to where you are at that moment. Have a look back and see that your choices create your future. Even though you cannot see it, even though we are unaware of our future, once you are there, look back and see what brought you there. It is fascinating stuff. Bit of a mind fuck, as I say. Don't get too far down the rabbit hole and go like, right back to our caveman ancestors. But just take one day and have a look at it and see how much you don't realize, how much you don't actually comprehend at the time what that choice will lead to. You can only do it in hindsight. You can only do it in sort of retrospective, looking back. And I think that will also make us more aware of the choices we make. Be aware of choices that you make. Not that it can change the future, really, but it can influence the future. So, yeah, bit of a mindfuck video today. Go and check that out. Go and try and do it. I'd like you to do it. And I'd just like you to do a small comment down below how it went. And if you are in awe of this, or if you are like, oh my God, I'm so shocked, this is crazy stuff, let me know down below. You know who I am. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side. Hi, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe, and check out some more of my videos in my playlists.